guys, welcome back to Celebrity Myxer. I'm your host, Alexus Renée. Today's special guest is an amazing producer / director who's worked on films like The Intruder, Meet the Blacks 1 and 2, and Traffik, just to name a few. But today we're going to talk all about his new series he's working on called The Pathway, which actually follows young aspiring basketball players on their journey into the NBA. So make sure you stay right here so you can stay mixed in.
My name is Deon Taylor. I am a writer, director. I'm an independent writer, director. I love living life. I love basketball.
Awesome.
If you don't know who I am or any of the projects that I've made, that's okay. I will tell you what I'm doing. I've made movies like The Intruder,
my favorite.
Meagan Good and Dennis Quaid and Michael Ealy. I've made movies Meet the Blacks 1, Meet the Blacks 2 with Mike Epps, Cat Williams, Little Duval, Davis, that group. I've made movies like Fatale with Hilary Swank, Michael Ealy, Traffik, Paula Patton, Omar Epps.
That's my favorite. I just watched that a couple of days ago. I can't get enough of that. That movie was everything.
Oh, it's a good movie. And I've also done Supremacy with Mahershala Ali, Danny Glover.
You're working on what we call Pathway. So tell me how that came about.
So Pathway, obviously my former life before film, I was a basketball player. Came from Gary, Indiana. Ended up playing professional basketball overseas for a long time. And my DNA is basketball. So about 4 or 5 months ago, a buddy of mine named Aaron Gilbert, who owns Bron Studios. Bron is who did The Joker, Ghostbusters, just doing prolific work in the space. He called me and said, man, I got this incredible show called Pathway, and it follows all these young NBA players who are trying to make it to the league. And he was like, I think it'll be perfect for you because you know what the pathway is. You played and worked on it, you've done it. And I said, man, I would love to see it. So they shared it with me. I fell in love with it. I told Aaron, I said, man, I got to be a part of this. Like, what do y'all need? And then I met the rest of the team. I met James Stern, who's one of the co-owners of the Bulls, who's also directing these episodes.
Yeah.
My first phone call was to Kenny Smith from TNT, who I love and is a very close friend of mine. And we all came together to kind of like help edit this thing, put it together, market it, and go find a home for it. And ultimately found a home at TNT. The TV show went crazy. The numbers were phenomenal.
Yeah, 2.5 mil, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was awesome. So now we're back and we're getting ready to do an original 13 episodes that'll be coming out very soon.
So did you have any hand in picking the young guys that you guys had on the series?
No, these guys were already it was already kind of built when it came to me. But what we did have input in, myself and Kenny, is going into season 2. Just kind of being the eyes and ears of, of what I believe audiences will be looking for with a show like this. Pathway is interesting because, it's something about reality that we really love. We've been watching reality for a very long time. But when reality is done right, it's priceless. Meaning what I'm saying is everyone wants to try to make it. Everyone's trying to accomplish something. I don't care who you are. And if you see people really giving, the trial and the error and trying to figure something out, it just is fascinating to us. And I think Pathway is one of those shows that is fascinating that way. You could apply it to basketball, you could apply it to filmmaking, you could apply it to journalism. Like, what is it that you're really trying to do? And to see people actually get out here and try and fail is priceless.
So you work with James Stern and Kenny Smith on this series. And so the dynamics of your relationship, did it make it stronger, or like you guys like brothers now? Like how's your relationship developing with them, being that you're working?
We brothers from another mother. No.
Okay. And we all though.
It's fantastic, man, because look, what I love about, James Stern and Aaron Gilbert, they're not black guys. They're people that understand, the game, understand life, understand the culture, but you can only have so much of that, to me, when you start talking about a show that follows us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So part of what I love about them is that they did seek someone like myself and Kenny out.
Yeah.
Listen, that's all we ask. You know what I mean? Like, it's not about y'all making material for us. It's like, no, but at least go ask the questions and go find someone that can actually speak to our culture the right way. So you know the do's and don'ts, because there are certain things, and it's vice versa. You know what I mean? It's vice versa. And look, this is deep because this goes into film as well. There's been so many moments in time where we've had studios go make movies about our legends and they get it all wrong.
Absolutely.
Or they completely miss because they felt like they didn't have to talk to us.
And so being that you played basketball and you've been down the road of trying to make it to the NBA and all that good stuff, what are your advice for the young man that's coming up behind you that's trying to go that same route?
Don't be afraid to fail. It's something that I know people don't really understand a lot. Like, man, this is hard, man. Like, all of this is hard. You know that? Like, you know, Alexus, it really is. Like, I take moments a lot to just kind of chime in and say to people, like, if it was easy, everyone would be doing it, man. This is all hard, man. When you're trying to break generational curses,
yes,
you're trying to be the first person to ever in your family, whatever that doctor, lawyer, filmmaker, rapper, you know, whatever the hell it is, it's hard, man. So I always tell people, man, understand that the journey is about falling down and failing and getting back up and crying and being like, I quit, and then getting back up the next day like, yo, I gotta do it one more time. Like, that's the journey. That's what we have to go through. So you can't get knocked down once or twice and be like, I'm cool, I'm not doing that no more. You gotta take them licks, man, because it's greater later.
Absolutely. Listen here, I didn't know you was gonna come on here preaching. I love it though, but everything you said is absolutely true. It's 100% true. So what were you guys hoping people would take away from this series?
Man, just inspiration. I think, you know, getting into the series a little bit more, like I believe that Aaron Gilbert and James Stern, and I just think they did a brilliant job, man. Like Jonathan Kuminga is amazing. Just, you know, Jalen Green, like just seeing these characters, these young kids, bright-eyed, you know what I mean? From different walks of the world, man, all with one goal and trying to figure out what do they have to do to make it. Yeah. And when you follow the series and you see it, you see the trials and tribulations. That's why I said you go like, wow, damn, they going through all of that, because most times we only see the end product.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like, I don't, like Alexus, I don't know you, but I see the end product. I see a beautiful young lady talking to me with a beautiful dress, great hair, right? I don't know what it took for you to get to this Zoom, right? I just see this. So to be able to understand, like, wow, like, man, you had to do this, then you had to do that, then damn, you got fired one time, then you had to get back. Like, that's what I think Pathway shows you, is like, wow, this is the pathway. And the pathway is all kind of ways to get to this new destination.
Yes,
so yes, I think when you watch the show, what we're hoping to have happen is you come away like, wow, like, damn, they, like, the joy of, like, damn, they made it. Like, wow, he's in the NBA. One of only, you know, 5,000 people in the entire world, you know, would get this opportunity to play in the NBA. And that to me is like, it's beautiful, man. It's incredible and it's humbling. And I think more than the basketball and the journey and the laughter and the fun, I think the inspiration is everything.
And so is there anything else that you're working on that we need to look out for?
Definitely, man. I want y'all to look out. I'm in the middle of getting ready to shoot the John Lewis film in Alabama. It's an incredible movie, man. 1962, John Lewis, Diane Nash, 18-year-olds who get on a bus and create the Freedom Ride movement. So that's coming. We're working on that right now. And then we have a giant heist movie, man. Myself, 50 Cent. I cannot tell you guys the rest of the cast, the big cast. It's at Sony right now, called Free Agents. And we're working on the Master P television series right now, which I think is going to be one of the most prolific series you've seen. Like when you talk about inspiration, when you talk about somebody that got it from the dirt.
Yes.
I'm like, man, like this dude coming out of, Calio projects, man, 16 people in a project building, living, and to become what he became. I'm like, man, this is brilliant. So we got a lot of really cool things happening, man. So yeah, if y'all just be on the lookout, man. We're working really hard. We're trying to make stuff that's right, trying to make things that people love, and just, continue on the path that we've been on.
All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed our interview with the prolific producer and director, Deon Taylor, regarding his new series, The Pathway. Now, make sure you're tuning into that, because if you have children that play basketball, I promise you don't want to miss it. It will be airing on NBA TV this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, that is. Now, to stay up to date with more interviews like this one, you can always go to CelebrityMyxer.com. That's Mixer with the Y. It's your girl, Alexus Renée, and you've just been mixed in.